Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 Blah, 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 blah. Hey guys, welcome back to G-Shot Outdoors. If you watched my last video, you saw me unbox, disassemble, and reassemble my new VRPA40. It's made by Island Arms. Now we're actually going to shoot it today and see how we like it, how it performs. We've got a few different targets over here downrange. We've got a watermelon. The first one's about 10 yards. The second one's at 25 yards, and the third one is at 50 yards. We've got some 8-shot, just dove and quail load. We're going to see how much it spreads and what it does to each watermelon at each distance. Now, like most shotguns, this one comes straight out of the box with a modified choke. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to switch to the cylinder choke, because in the instructions it recommends not to use the modified choke or the full choke with a slug, and we're going to be shooting slugs, so we're going to change to this cylinder choke. So all you do is you take this key, stick it in, spin it around a few times, then you can just use your fingers. We're going to put the cylinder in. Now what the choke does, it changes the size of the end of the barrel, and that will make the shot closer together as it comes out of the barrel when you use the full. And when you use the cylinder, it spreads it apart more, so it will have a wider spread when it hits the target. So let's see what this does at 10 yards. Oh, might need to load it first. It didn't do much to that watermelon. Oh man, doesn't look like it did. Oh, okay. So I was aiming right about here and it hit high. There's my wad right there. Now we're going to try the 25-yard watermelon. I think I missed it. Let's try again. Oh man, look at this. There's a trench right there. So it was definitely shooting towards it. I don't see. Oh man, look, it's leaking. So it, oh wow, look, there's actually, it did hit that. Look at that. Look at all the little, wow. That bird shot was really spreading out at 25 yards. Holy crap. What does the back look like? Yeah, nothing came through there. Now we're going to try some 9 pellet double-aught buckshot. See if this does at 25 yards. Man, that kicks. Look at that. That buckshot lit it up. Oh yeah. See, one went in there. Looks like another one hit right there.
A lot bigger than the bird shot.
Oh yeah. And that's it though. Don't see any more. I don't see any bigger holes down here. Those are all from the bird shot.
Man, it's leaking.
All right, We're gonna try buckshot at 50 yards now. Let's see what this watermelon does.
Did it hit the sign?
Pretty sure I didn't hit the watermelon, but I hit my high water sign. Man, that thing kicks. By the way, a pump shotgun actually kicks a little bit harder than a semi-automatic, because on the semi-automatic, that the spring that the bolt pushes back on actually absorbs a lot of the shock, or some of the shock. But on a pump shotgun, it's locked in place. Same thing with a bolt action rifle. You slide the bolt forward and you lock it. There's no spring to absorb any of that shock, so all of that shock goes right into your shoulder, and it feels great. Yeah, it looks like I hit it. Looks like I hit it with one. Yeah, hit it right there with one of the pellets, one of the BBs. And that's it. Let's go see if I hit the sign. Yeah, I hit the sign right there.
Yeah.
It's about 90 yards. So now we're gonna try a slug on that same watermelon and see how accurate we can be with that. Now we're gonna try a 1 ounce rifled slug. See how accurate this thing is. I haven't sighted it in yet, so this might be a little interesting. I've got 2 in here in case I missed the first one. My shoulder's gonna thank me tomorrow. Oh man, that didn't hurt at all. No, it felt great. Let's go see what we did. Wow, thing exploded. Well, I'd say that that sight is in pretty good. Yeah.
Wonder what it tastes like.
Yeah, I don't even want to try it. Now let's try 100 yards. So now we're going to try a rifled 1 ounce slug at 100 yards. I had to put my wussy pad on for my other shotgun because my shoulder's going to be struggling. Let's see if I can hit this metal plate at 100 yards. It's kind of tough because this rear side is just a big ring. It's not actually a long range sight. Yeah, baby. I'm gonna try that one again because I've got one more slug in here. Let's see if I can hit 2 for 2. Oh, and this wussy pad feels great. Might help if I reload. Oh, I hit right behind it.
It looked like it made a hole in it, but I think it's just where the hole was already in there on the side.
Well, let's go see what we did. So it looks like I hit it kind of low. Low left. I mean, for an 18-inch barrel at 100 yards, shotgun slug, I'd say that's pretty darn good. Look at that. There is our slug. Wow. It just hit, flattened it out right there. That's awesome. Look at that. Oh man, it looks like I hit low. Yeah, I went low on the second one because you can see back here. If you look right here, you can see the trench. It went low right in the same spot and then dug a trench. So that round hit the ground right here. I don't see it in here. It ricocheted up and went back there somewhere. So we were searching for the other round, and here's the wad way back here from that slug.
What's the wad?
It's the part that goes behind the bullet.
Oh yeah, the wad.
The wad goes behind the bullet inside of the shell.
So I'm sure the actual
So
bullet
if the
went way
wad
farther.
stopped there,
The bullet probably.
I would imagine the bullet went a lot further.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try that 100 yard a couple more times and see if I can't hit it closer to the center. I hit the dirt. Try again.
That dirt.
Still didn't. I can hear the slug whistling through the air.
I know. It's crazy. Oh, there it is.
It fell over that time. Well, we knocked it down. Oh man, get it even lower. That gun shoots low. It might be because the slug is dropping. I bet it is, because that thing is so heavy. It actually dented it this time. It didn't. It dented it a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
A little bit more than the other one. It should be right down here somewhere. There it is. Right there. There's the slug. Still a little bit warm, not very. Flatten that thing out. So next we're going to see how much each type of round spreads out. I've got 1, 2, and there's a third one way in the back. I got the first one at about 10 or 12 yards. Second one is at 25 yards. And the third one I put at 35 yards. So our first shot's going to be a 8-shot dove and quail load, the same as before. And after that, we're going to do the double alt buck. So let's see how they spread out at different distances. So the first one looks like that must have been the wad. Yeah, that had to be the wad there. Because if you look here, we've got birdshot everywhere. I mean, it's like a 2.5 foot spread, and that's massive. Probably not even gonna see anything on the 25 yard. Oh yeah, it's everywhere. All the way out to there. Even way down here, all the way to the bottom. So the entire board got hit with birdshot. Oh, look at the back, you can really tell it. Now we're gonna see anything way out here at 35.
Oh.
Just a few, still spreading out even more. Let's see what the back looks like. Yeah, looks like the 25 yard. It's just really spread out. All right, next we're gonna do this 9-shot double alt buck. I can find my glasses.
You can see it a lot better.
I heard it hit that sign again. Oh yeah. So that was definitely the wad. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was the old wad. So there's your 9 shots right there, or 9 pellets. I'd say about 10 inches, probably about a 10-inch spread. Let's go check out the 25 yard. Oh yeah, so it's still decent grouping for 25 yard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got all 9 on this board. However, if you're shooting at a that's about this wide, if you include their shoulders, they might be about that wide. You might get 5 or 6 in there, and of course this could shift certain ways, but it's still a decent hit at 25 yards. Let's check out the 35 yard. Oh wow. We've got some pretty decent grouping here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8 and 9 went off. If you remember on the other board, there were 2 that were far apart, the furthest apart, so they spread out completely on this. But we still hit 7. Now let's go check out the sign and see where we hit it this time.
Oh yeah.
Well, it does not look like we hit this. It must have been either that target or one of these up here. We hit the 100-yard target. Look at that. That's one of the buckshot BBs hit the 100-yard target. That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna shoot the left one.
Gabe's gonna shoot these apples.
I can't remember.
With a 20 gauge.
I can't remember how hard it kicks. There goes the first one.
Round 2. Apple number 2.
Nice.
How does it feel?
Pretty good.
Now Gabe's gonna shoot these watermelon.
Woo! Somewhere in there.
Dropping dollars. Dollar bill, y'all. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I got to shoot my new VRPA40. I'd have to say it's a pretty decent gun. I like this. It's nice to be able to adjust that for your cheek depending on what angle you're shooting at. I would definitely suggest some type of buttstock pad like I've got here. Even though it comes with one, it's very stiff rubber and it is really rough on your shoulder, especially being that it's a pump. I really like it. Being that I hit 100 yards a couple of times with the slugs, it's sighted in pretty good straight out of the box. I like it. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I had fun, Gabe had fun, and we'll catch you on the flip side.